Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going to have a webinar on 100th Monkey Effect, and this webinar is for NIBM Global. 100th Monkey Effect. The name looked very special, right? Yes. And this is a very common phenomenon that is seen almost everything that's around us, which is spreading in a very viral environment. We'll try to understand how does this viral concept, you might have heard about things going viral, the movie going viral, the teaser of Bahubali going viral, the teaser of Padmavati going viral. Now, this viral concept has a theoretical background, and that is from the 100th Monkey Effect. Now, I would like to present a small story rather than taking a webinar. The concept goes like this. It all happened in 1952 in the islands of Japan. In Japan, you have small islands, and one of the island is named as Koshima. In Koshima, in 1952, what happened was, there was a group of scientists who were doing their studies on different flora and fauna, and they were having a group of scientists who were studying on monkeys. They were trying to give monkeys sweet potatoes. Now, you know, Japanese islands are very marshy islands, which is full of mud and clay. So what happened was, these scientists were giving sweet potatoes just like that, throwing onto the floor. Now, it went onto the floor, muddy, slashy floor. And when the monkeys took it, they liked sweet potatoes, but they did not appreciate the dirt that was associated, that was getting smeared in the sweet potatoes. So, but still they tried to eat it. After years, like about 2 years later, an 18-year-old monkey, and since this monkey was a really breakthrough, we gave her a name, and her name was Emo, I-M-O, Emo. And this emo monkey took this sweet potato accidentally. Maybe it is something like it rolled on into the nearby river, and she tried to wash it. She washed that particular sweet potato and she had it. And she really liked the taste of the real sweet potato, which was not smeared with clay. And she tried to spread this particular news to her friends and relatives, and a group of monkeys, over years of time, a group of monkeys started going and washing this, and this phenomenon became a little bit like spreaded. She thought this trick to her mother initially. Her playmates also learned this new way, and they taught their mothers too. Now, in 6 years duration, that is from 1952 to 58, in that 6 years duration, all the young monkeys learned this and washed, and they tried to wash the sandy, muddy sweet potatoes in the nearby river and make them more palatable. Only adults who imitated their children learned this social improvement. There are a lot of old monkeys, drab monkeys, who did not want to do this. So they kept aloof, but all the young monkeys and the adult monkeys who wanted to copy this behavior started washing their sweet potatoes and enjoying the palatable sweet potatoes. Adults kept eating the dirty sweet potatoes as usual. In 1958, the breakthrough happened here. Then something startling took place. In the autumn of 1958, a certain number of Koshima monkeys were washing sweet potatoes. The exact number is not known. There are a lot of them. Let us suppose that the number is 99. It is for our ease of use. Let us think that it's 99. On the next day morning, it's the critical day. On the next day morning, that 100th monkey went to the river, washed the sweet potato and had it. And then it happened. By that evening, almost everyone in the tribe was washing the sweet potatoes before they ate them. Now, that was that critical number. Let us assume that this is the 100. And when that 100th monkey went to the river, washed that particular sweet potato and came back, the very next day, when the day broke, what you could see that everybody in that island, whether be old, whether be ill, everybody started going and washing it. Now, added energy of this, what happened was, what was really mind-blowing and breakthrough was that there were a lot of many other islands that was associated along with this Koshima Islands. There were a colony of islands where again the scientists were doing their experiments with sweet potatoes on many other set of monkeys in another colony of island, which was like miles apart. And the colony's name was Takasakiyama. Now, these words are very confusing to pronounce. Takasakiyama. In the Takasakiyama island, scientists were bewildered to understand all on a sudden monkeys over there who did not have any clue of washing, they also went to the river, started washing and coming back. And this was most revealing, and the most revealing of the passage was that this new behavior pattern spread to most but not all of the monkeys initially. Older monkeys in particular remained steadfast in their established behavior patterns and resisted change during that initial 2 years of time. When the new behavior pattern suddenly appeared among monkey troops on other islands, only a few monkeys on those islands picked up on the new idea. The ones receptive to new started imitating the new behavior and demonstrating it to the impressionable younger ones. Thus, they too began their own path towards the eventual 100th monkey effect. Now, 100th monkey effect is that number is also called the critical mass. It might not be the same in every parlance. Now, we'll come to the practical aspect of it. What we saw here was that monkeys were going, they were in a group of number. That critical number over here, we assumed it was 99. When the 100th monkey went and washed, the idea spread on a very large scale. Now what we try to understand here is that there is a brain-to-brain transfer. When the ideas goes beyond the critical mass, there is always a brain-to-brain transfer of ideas that happens. Now this concept is also what we apply in the online and offline parlance, as we call viral, where when something goes beyond a streak, when something goes beyond a parlance very fast, and we call it as viral. It is this particular theory of 100th monkey effect that comes here. And maybe of late, as what I said in the introduction, there are a lot of things that goes beyond a critical number. When that particular concept, for example, a trailer or a song or a movie becomes a hit in the market, or your brand yourself becomes hit in the market, advertisement becomes so huge a mass among the common people. Initially, it takes time. But once it reaches that critical number, maybe 100, maybe 1000, the critical mass number may be different. Once it reaches that critical number, then the idea spread from brain to brain. It simply goes from brain to brain. And that's initially discovered by Emo and later the group of monkeys in Japanese island. Now, what is this concept and how does this really happen? The scientists were so much enthralled, so much were enthusiastic to understand how does this mind-boggling thing happen, where it transfers from brain to brain. And of late, scientists have tried to understand this phenomenon of synchronizing as metronomes. I repeat, this idea of this phenomenon of synchronizing of ideas from brain to brain is known as metronomes. So I would implore you to understand what these metronomes are. Now, my job here through this webinar, my idea here through this webinar was to deal with you or to give you a small insight about 100th monkey effect, which I think I have done effectively. Now, I would implore you to just go to other websites and try to understand more insights about 100th monkey effect and what is the practical applications of it. Now, this is Jitin Benedict for NIBM Global. Thank you.